I also am. I'm also about midway, a little bit more than halfway through. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that in the Stephen King book called Insomnia, which, as is expected when I'm reading a Stephen King novel, and is almost always the case, although he's kind of hit or miss with me. There are some of his books that I'm not a big fan of. With this one, sure does not disappoint. It's definitely awesome. Just like the average Stephen King book, it starts off slowly. It really establishes the plot and the characters and gets you connected to the characters, and then there's slowly more and more supernatural elements stripped into it, and it gets slowly more and more complex and fucked up. And just like basically just the premise of it is that this guy, he starts sleeping less and less when his wife dies from cancer, and the less he sleeps, the more he starts getting these hallucinations that are basically like auras on people and on objects in the world. And then this ends up being connected to him, and also his friend Lois getting involved with a cosmic struggle with beings in another dimension who recruit them, and this all has something to do with protests at an abortion clinic, and it gets way more like fantasy and horror and bizarre and fucked up as it progresses. It's really awesome so far.
Yeah, that sounds quite bizarre.
Hmm. Yeah, that's Stephen King. Yeah,
Alrighty.
I highly recommend that one too.
Yeah,
And
I need to get back into some more Stephen King. I was thinking of jumping back into Dark Tower, because I know I did the first book, but I just really need to go back to that first book and really pay attention to it.
oh yeah, yeah. Like we were saying, when we did that Dune chat, we should do a movie chat about it. I was actually thinking that we should do a movie chat on that first book, The Gunslinger, sometime soon.
Okay, yeah, I'd be willing
Maybe
to
like
check that out.
after we do our next book chat with Parker on The Professor in the Cage. After that we can start. Maybe after that we can start the Dark Tower series, and then we can kind of alternate between. I want to go through the rest of the Dune series too, so like alternate between the Dune and Dark Tower series books, and sprinkle some nonfiction books in there sometimes, like we've been doing.
Yeah, I think we gotta sprinkle some nonfiction in there. Yeah.